is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Javier. This is Fast TV. So guys, today we're going to be doing something, just a little maintenance work that has to be done. We're going to be cleaning up some injectors for a customer of ours. And we're going to be using our old Automotive C200 that we have. That thing works great. It's put in a lot of work. Haven't had any issues with it so far. Very happy with the machine. No, this is not a sponsored thing. They did not give me the machine. Actually, this machine was courtesy of another customer of ours. So I really appreciate it. It's come in clutch, and man, like I said, it does work around here. It puts in a lot of work. But yeah, got about 8 injectors. We're gonna go ahead and clean up today. They haven't been cleaned in over 2 years, and they've been running E85, so they're probably gummed up a little bit and starting to lose some of their force. So we're gonna test them. You'll be able to see on there the flow levels. You'll be able to see how much gunk comes out of it when we do the sonic cleaning on it. Doing the sonic clean on the injectors is going to go a long way. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, as you can see on here, we got them sitting in the ultrasonic bath. And this is a chemical bath that we put the injectors in. It's going to help break any of that loose gunk that's in there. Normally, we put in the sonic clean for about 10 minutes, 3 cycles of 10 minutes. So 30 minutes total you're going to have on here. And that's going to help break everything loose. Now here is just a before and after just from sonic cleaning, and hopefully the camera will be able to pick it up. I know that this autofocus is crazy and doesn't do what I want it to do, but maybe you can see it here how dirty those tips are, and the pin inside the injector, how dirty that was compared to just from the sonic cleaning by itself. You can see a little bit better here on the camera that how much cleaner it is. Here's the 4 that we went through the sonic clean, the 4 that have not. But let's go ahead and get you started. Here's the next new set going into the sonic bath. Now you can see immediately, as soon as they kick on, it's pushing through, trying to get all that gunk and built up corrosion, residue left over from the E85. And you can see it building up through the solution here, just coming out of each injector individually. And of course, it's also helping vibrate all the surface dirt that's on there. But you see how it's cloudy. That's coming right out of the injector, right through the pins, cleaning all that up all the way through. And like I said, we normally do 3 sessions of 10 minutes for every 4 injectors. Just because I could put all 8 in there in one bath, but it's this way I could actually monitor it, see a little bit better. If you look on the camera here, it's actually starting to clear up just a little bit of what's coming out. And look at all the sediment and the residue that was left over is building up on the corner there from all 4 of those injectors. That's how gunked up these things were. But once we get this done, next thing is going to go ahead and do a spray test. Alright, as you can see on this machine here, this particular fuel rail is set up so it can take 6 injectors at a time. We normally only run 4 at a time, just because it's easier on setup, in and out real quick. We don't have to keep blocking ports in and out. It also has a built-in pressure gauge, so we could adjust the pressure on this particular system. So we're going to go a little higher, a little lower. If you have, if you have a vehicle that normally runs high pressure, we've upgraded the pump on this machine too, so it could actually do about 80 to 100 psi if we need it to. Most vehicles run about 42 psi pressure. We test at 55 psi. That way it's going to help us make sure that we get any additional gunk that's stuck in those injectors to help push through. And it works out very well for us. We haven't had no issues since we've been using this machine. And like I said, it has put in a lot of work. We've done a lot of injectors down in 2025. There you go. Just like that. Next, we're going to go ahead and secure the fuel rail down. That's going to put the injectors pinned down on those bases that you saw me install in there. Makes it nice and tight, just like if it was on your factory fuel rail. Now we can go ahead and start putting in the connectors to each injector. So each one is going to receive a pulse from the machine, and it's going to allow it to run just like it would on your vehicle. Not only that, we're able to simulate different settings, and I'm going to show you guys that here shortly. We're able to run a high pulse, low pulse, high speed, low speed, RPM bands, and for certain periods of time at certain pressures too. We can adjust the pressure like I said earlier. So like I said, it's a really cool machine. Not only that, we're going to be able to see what our flow pattern is like on the injectors And we're going to see if we have any injectors that are a little bit weak, that might be still either possibly clogged or a coil that's starting to fail and it's not allowing that fuel to make it through anymore. Alright, on my first test here, we're actually just doing a medium speed test. And we're going to run this for about 1 full minute. And that's going to give me just a baseline to help kind of see, make sure I'm not getting a weird fuel pressure changes. I'm not getting abnormal injector flow, anything like that. And that way it tells me that I don't have a bad injector right off the bat. So we're going to go, like I said, we're going to run this test for about a full minute. We're about 30 minutes into it right now. We'll just go ahead and do a quick time lapse, get that to the very end of it here. And as you can see, we just finished the test and we are pretty level. Everything's coming up looking good. Yeah, they're right about even all the way across the board for a 1 minute test. Now we are going to do a few more tests here, and I'll try to expedite them best I can, but let's go ahead and go and get this drained, and we will start with the next test. This one here is going to be my wide open test. So it's going to simulate wide open throttle on the vehicle. Again, we're going to go ahead and expedite and just time lapse this so you don't have to sit here and wait. And voila, we're done. We have averaged 68 milliliters, except for one is 2 milliliters short, which is acceptable within range. Next, we're going to go ahead and do an RPM test, and this is going to simulate the RPM range as the firing order would normally be on a vehicle. Of course, this one being set up for 4 injectors, it's going to simulate 4-cylinder firing order. Now, this simulation on the test is going to rev up to about 6,000 RPM, and it's going to repeat that test 3 times for a total of 30 seconds of driving time. Once that is complete and goes through all 3 cycles, we'll be able to see where we left off with our levels. So hopefully right here you can see our levels are pretty much where we want them to be. They're pretty even. We still have that 1 injector that's just a hair shy of our 38 millimeter goal, but other than that, it is within tolerance and good to go. Alright, this next test is actually going to go through all 3 RPM ranges. So it's going to go idle, mid-range, and then wide open, straight, jumping from one to another. So right now we're sitting about 750 RPMs, which is idle. Then it's going to jump right up to about 3,500 RPM, which is about mid-range, cruising, maybe a little bit of a load. And then from there, it's going to jump all the way up to 6,000 RPM, which would simulate wide open throttle. And it does this so fast, so quick. If there's anything left in those injectors, it's going to pull it out, take the chunks out of there, and make it work. But at the same time, if we notice we're having problems, this is where we're going to see it here, where we see our flows, and everything right now is looking pretty good on these. They're dead even. Now I went ahead and swapped over to the other 4 injectors that we cleaned up, and we're going to go ahead and run our test and see where these are going to end up falling under. I'm going to go ahead and run the high speed test on this one here. I'll go ahead and time lapse this so we can go through the whole minute and see where our new injectors are going to lie. Alright, as you can see, we do have some mismatching going on here. Cylinder 1 is right at 2 milliliters over, which is within tolerance. Tube number 2 is about 10 off our mark. The other 2 are dead even. They're matching our other 4 injectors we did earlier. We went ahead and performed all the same tests that you saw earlier that we went through with the first set of injectors. Verified everything just to make sure, and of course on this last test that we performed, the RPM test, we were able to verify we have 1 injector that is underperforming. So that should be replaced, that particular injector. Will the vehicle run? Yes. Will it give you problems at wide open RPM and possibly cause a lean cylinder or hot cylinder and burn a ringland or something like that? Absolutely. So this is why it's crucial to get these things tested and cleaned. All right, and there you have it. Got all these injectors cleaned up, measured, ready to go, guys. So that's another thing, that if you happen to need some injectors cleaned, give me a shout, send me a PM, drop me a comment down there, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, Fast TV Official, or even SpeedZone850. You hit me on that too. So yeah, guys, that was it. Just a quick, easy injector clean today. get that turned in, and we're going to call it. All right, guys. Catch you on the next one.